Alright, what's going on? Welcome to the video, guys. So what we're going to be doing today is taking a look at the T21. I'm also going to be doing a video on the T37. We're going to start with the T21. If I do happen to die early in this vehicle, we will play the T37. And just quickly looking at the setup, guys, I do run turbo on this thing. The speed is not very good, but the gun is really good on this vehicle. I did do a video comparing this and the T37, and I like this thing more, honestly. The view range is a little better, concealment's a little better, the gun's a little better. The DPM is a little bit worse, but I think it makes up for it in other areas. So I do run it with turbo because it's lacking a little bit of mobility, and the low noise exhaust, in my opinion, is pretty vital on this and the T37, just because their concealment, you know, in general is kind of lacking. We're at 30% here. It's kind of hard to see with this new background they have, but you know, good dispersion and stuff on the gun. And the crew, I have like 1.5 skills over here. You know, we're running like 6th Sense, Recon, Concealment, Situational Awareness, all that stuff. And that's pretty much it, guys. I run, you know, pretty standard loadout here, and obviously we run optics in the scouting slot. So let's go ahead and get into the games. Again, if we die, then I will go ahead and play the, let's just fill this out real quick so it doesn't give me that error or whatever. And, you know, if we die, we'll play the T37, and then we're going to do another, I don't want to call it a stream, but a live video where we'll do the T37, and then we'll play the T21 if we die on that video. So, yeah, overall, like, I have to say, I like this thing a lot more than I like the T37, really, just because of the gun. Like, I'm one of those people that really just hates, I really hate it when, put this like right here or so. I really hate it when I take shots and like the shot just completely, like, I just don't like inaccurate guns at all. So, for whatever reason, I did download the new patch, I guess, or whatever, for these two things, the W8 and also the Mark of Excellence calculator, but it kind of broke my XVM in some ways. It looks like the map isn't fully working properly, but at least I get all the stats and stuff like that. And this is another thing about like downloading these mods, is I just always feel like they conflict in some way, even if I don't download any XVM related stuff from Aslan's mod pack. But yeah, it's no big deal, really. Like, I can play without these things, but it's fun to play with them sometimes. I'm going to load APCRs for this guy. Okay. And yeah, what we're doing on this map, guys, is really just trying to get initial shots off with these guys. That's all we can really do from this area. We did light that guy on fire. That's pretty lucky. Okay. And watch this 12T. And now it's time to get out of here. I think we did a decent amount of damage. And yeah, I don't like having the damage down here because you guys aren't going to be able to see that. So, yeah, some of my XVM things are just broken. Okay. So I think these people are going to start pushing here. There's not a whole lot I can do about this. really hate Artie, guys. It's just a... I will never get over this, how bad Artie is in this game for light tanks. So what has happened here is we have lost basically 1-2 line area, and we have to adjust for this. I think we can still win this game. It's highly likely, actually, that we'll win it. We just have to do the right thing here and kind of getting an angle on these heavies. Try and spot them for the rest of the team. So here we go.
We didn't penetrate their armor. Penetration. Enemy is hit. We're dead for it, everyone.
Okay. I think we should win this game. I mean, that was a pretty good game in terms of WN8. And in the meantime, guys, what I'm going to do, just for this video, I'm going to see if we can move the camera just a little bit. Let's see. And I think this is a very standard area for where people like to have their camera. And we'll just shrink it just a hair there. Yeah. And we'll do that. This way you guys can kind of see the damage and all that. But what I might do after this video is just change the mods, because I'd rather have XVM and not have this, but I'll see what's going on with it. I might try and re-download something. Yeah, see if we can fix some stuff. So, I think we played this well. You know, I have no complaints about it. We got a little, you could say, risky there with the Peregrine or whatever this new IS-3A, whatever they have, is called. You know, I was hoping that really only the KV-2 had shots on me. It didn't look like he was looking at me. But we did do 1783 damage, 1,165 assist, and that's like, for this tank, I mean, that's pretty darn good, if you ask me. I am not upset with that at all. It was a mastery, believe it or not, but I think that's because a lot of people don't play this tank. So probably easier to get masteries in this vehicle. It was only 1,086 experience, which is, it's very good, but it's not like outstanding by any means. But yeah, so that's a great game, guys. That's a mastery, and I think that's a good sort of interpretation of how to play this vehicle on that map, because that map is not really made for light tanks. You kind of have to, you know, dish out some damage, and I prefer that side of the map more because I feel like on that ridgeline you get a much better initial shots on people, so that helps. Okay, moving on, we are on Live Oaks, and Live Oaks, I like this map. It's a good map for light tanks. The problem is you can find yourself getting into very risky positions early on. Yeah, what do I want to do here? I think what we're going to do is try and spot, because they have a good amount of heavies, if I'm looking at that correctly. Like, if we could spot the TOG, I feel like that would be a really, really good start to our game. Looking, they have a 5916, and they have... Cromwell could end up here, Super Chaffee, okay. So I'm going to take this standard area. Super Chaffee's going low, that's good. 5916 is going fairly low. These guys shouldn't spot us, or he's up there rather. But they're far enough away where I don't think I'll be lit here. Yeah, I'm not. And we'll sit here. We'll see what we spot. Like, I'm not going to say indefinitely we're going to sit here, but let's see for now. And KV1S ARL 44. This is what I expect to see coming this way. And I knocked this tree not perfectly, but I do like to knock it in this kind of way so that when people, and there's the talk, and this is exactly what I wanted, guys, so that when people come through here, anyway, they don't spot me, right? Because there's kind of a gap, you know, a little bit. So we're going to sit here. I'm going to see what we can get. I'm just watching the Super Chaffee and stuff, and it looks like we're up to 410 spotting. We're going to stay here. Super Chaffee. These people should not light me from this distance. They should not be lighting me from this distance. And likely what's going to happen here is we're going to lose the city. Just looking at the numbers, I'm trying to sit here and spot the Tog again. That's what I want to see. I want to see the Tog. I really don't think the Chaffee should spot me even from here because there's trees and bushes and stuff. AT8 is coming in here. Chaffee spotted me. I'm assuming it was the Chaffee from that angle. Alright, and we're going to get out of here. But the good thing about this, guys, is like we'll lose the city, but what's going to likely happen is we're going to push the zero line extremely hard in this situation. I mean, there's really no resistance down there, from what I can tell. And kind of just lure this Chaffee in. I'm not going to go assist the zero line in this scenario, only because my thought process is defending the base never gets you a loss, right? This has been said by many streamers and stuff like that. Anytime you're defending the base, you're not helping your team, right? You know, you're always going to help in some way by defending the base, but if you attack, you might die, or whatever the case is, you might not actually help. So this is why I'm always the type of person that looks to defend the base first rather than trying to push. But it depends on the situation. So like 5916 is going back now. I don't want these guys to be blind either. And look, we can punish the Super Chaffee from here. So that gets him down to probably like 2 or 3 shots for someone over there instead of like 4. And I think at this point we can push in. I think like most of these guys are going to be in the city, right? Like here's Tog, okay. I turned just a hair too quick, but yeah, like I'm thinking at this point most of these people are going to be in the city and stuff. Really only the arties are unspotted, but like people rarely like retreat. You want to run into me? That's cool, bro. Just trying to stay away from enemy fire, but yeah, in lower tiers especially, I feel like a lot of people don't go back to defend the base if you're going city, because these are slow vehicles, right? And you would expect like these people to just not want to go back. All right, I'm hoping that you guys are going to help me here. I guess not. This guy's going to YOLO me. That's cool. Yeah, like these guys are kind of passive over here. Leo was getting in there a little bit, and they ended up killing this guy, so that's good. We got a lot of ramming damage, jeez. But what I was going to say, guys, is normally, like, especially like Tog, AT, ARL, K, like all these guys, other than the Hellcat, you would expect most of these guys to remain in the city, is what I'm saying. So that's why I made the play that I made, instead of kind of hanging out and trying to pick off these guys. Instead of trying to pick off these guys in this area here, I made the play to kind of come down here, and you can help almost both sides, because we were getting a couple shots at the Tog there and stuff, and then we're moving in, we're spotting the Stair. Stair is YOLOing me, Super Chaffee's YOLOing me, and that's fine. Like, I feel like if people are YOLOing me, they're not going after my teammates, so that's good. I mean, 2 Rams, 1320 damage, 703 assist. I'm never going to complain about that, so that's not bad at all. Yeah, and a 3RD game. Like, I didn't even notice that at the beginning. In patch 1.18, 1.1.8, they're looking to get rid of that. 3RD games are going to be very, very rare. Very, very rare. So, and we're going to stick around to watch this, guys. I feel like, let's go with the Caro. I feel like, you know, this could actually be a very close game. Because I didn't realize, like, we have 3 RDs, so they need to start shooting now, though. Okay. Let's switch over to the T34. But, like, this is the thing. If the game is interesting, guys, I will stay to watch. If we die kind of early, the only time I'm going to go play something else other than what the video is going to be about. This is about the T21. You know, is when I die really, really early and the game is going to be a stomp or something like that. Like, this is interesting. I'd rather watch it and kind of talk through it with you guys. And I don't, like, I'm not upset about any of the plays I made. I don't think, come on, man, you got to get the shot. I don't think that any of the plays we made were necessarily bad. Are these already going to take a shot? There we go. Jeez. I think that we just kind of got unlucky in the sense that the Super Chaffee kind of YOLO'd me and the Stare kind of YOLO'd me, and you know, this isn't something that happens often. I feel like people at lower tiers, when they think their game is over, they will just push into you and try and get as much damage as possible instead of being smart and staying safe, which I was kind of trying to do. But you know, really anything can happen in any game. So I'm not gonna, if the game is somewhat interesting, I'm not gonna go ahead and leave it. You know, I'd rather you guys watch an exciting game, even if I'm not playing. So there you go. Brilliant. So yeah, guys, I mean, that was not bad at all. That was another insane game by W&8. The mark is obviously going up, but I mean, we're so low. Like, I haven't played this vehicle more than, I don't know, 8 or 9 battles, so it's likely that the mark will stay low for quite some time. And yeah, we did 1458 damage, so we did have like a blind shot or two. 719 assists. This is over 2,000 combined. We'll go ahead and apply this. I don't know if we applied it for last game. Yeah, we're like actually making coin from this with the premium. But yeah, these have been some spectacular games, guys. Be prepared to see some not so fun games starting now. This has been very good, you know, RNG and matchmaking and all that. And right now we are doing extremely well in this vehicle. We're looking at like over 2,500 combined, and this is why I always say, like, this game, man, I just feel like a lot of it is luck, based on like the teammates you get, the maps you get, RNG you get, and just the matchmaking in general. It's so, like, you could play 5 games and do 3,000 combined in this vehicle and have like the best maps and stuff, and then you could play another 5 games and do like 1,000 combined. So it all kind of balances out, but this is why I emphasize, like, just never get discouraged, because, you know, I get very, very annoyed at this game at times, and what you have to realize is, you know, a lot of stuff is out of your hands in this game. It's not so much like Call of Duty, where you're kind of your own person. You know what I mean? Like, you could carry a team, or you could do whatever. You know, it's more skill based, in my opinion. There's a lot of luck that goes into this game, in terms of like matchmaking and stuff like that. It's just very different than playing those like first-person shooters and stuff, in my opinion. Okay. There we go. And this is why I don't YOLO down there at the beginning of the game. This is the #1 reason why I do not do this, guys. We have no support there now. No one's down there, and I can't go down there because these guys are here. I could get away with going here. I sometimes do this. But yeah, I just feel like this game, it's so luck based, guys, you know? It really is. Compared to playing first person shooters or sports games or anything like that, like FIFA, for instance, you know, I feel like, yeah, there is some luck that goes into it. Like, I used to call BS on that game all the time. Geez, look at this. We might die early. Let's see if we can get out of this. Like, I used to call BS so much on FIFA, but it's much more skill-based, in my opinion, you know? It's just you versus one other person, or 2v2, or whatever. In Call of Duty, you have teams, but I feel like first-person shooters, it's just a lot more skill-based. This game, like, you just don't know. Like, there's tanks. With Call of Duty, you can have any map and be good at any map. With this game, you have different tanks that are better on different maps and such, and you play against people that are higher tiers, which is kind of out of your hands. You could get bottom tier every time you play. You know, it's just, there's so many like aspects of this game that are kind of out of your hands. So, and yeah, I don't really want to be here, guys, but I can't think of a better spot to go right now. Like, we came down here. I was thinking of going here, but there's so many people in this ditch, which is very, very rare. Like, this normally does not happen. So what I'm thinking is these guys should be able to win the 9 squares up here. If they don't, that means this team is just utter shit. But yeah, we're basically stuck here, guys, and you know, I don't think we're doing terrible given the situation we're in, but I need help from the rest of my team in a situation like this. We really just kind of have to wait for the game to progress. If people YOLO me, that would be great, because then other people should have shots, right? Like, especially like SU-130 and stuff. So we're safe here for the time being. Let's see if I'm spotted doing this. And I don't think I can get here, actually, because I think these guys would still have an angle on me. But the Super Chaffee actually died, though. But the 12T could move over there. Yeah, I'm going to make this play, actually, because I didn't even realize the Super Chaffee had died. And yeah, we would, I don't know if I would be safe here. It would be very questionable. Like, if I sat like right here, yeah, no. These are actually some very close games. Like, this is going to be a good session, in my opinion. The 12T is a very hard tank to press into because of its clip. Like, if it was many other tanks, I might try and take a shot and risk it, but this is a tier 8 game especially, so this is what I mean about the 12T moving. Like, this is kind of what I would expect. Brilliant. Brilliant, man. Very good shot. Alright, from here what we're going to do is I like to push up like right into here. I don't like going this way. I feel like you get YOLO'd by people. We're going to push up into here. And I'm going to basically smack the back of this charioteer. Hopefully Jackson isn't right here. Okay, here we go. This guy has very good awareness. Look at that. So I think I can take one from this guy. Oh, he missed anyway. Don't these tanks have really good gun depression? I think they do. Should probably be careful. Take one from him. I can't take another from the SC-130. Good, he shot at someone else. Where's this Excalibur, dude? Okay. I got really lucky that the charioteer didn't hit me earlier there. That was very lucky, but regardless, my team would have been there anyway. So our game just would have been worse, but we wouldn't have lost or anything. I mean, I'm just going to assume this Artie is up here. Someone's clicking down there, so maybe they got hit by him. Never know. People could be wrong. Yep, he's right. Can I go up this way? Cool. This guy's all the way in this corner. He might have done that thing where people like fall down to that one side of the cliff to make you like jump on top of them, man. I bet you he did that. There he is. Cool. Let's fall. So, another spectacular game, guys. Like, this is... I'm blown away by the damage I'm doing in these games, and I think a lot of it is coming down to just matchmaking and luck. We will play one more and see kind of where it goes, but I'm very, very happy with this session so far. 1633 damage, another 1,000 experience. This was, again, close to a mastery. We're just going to keep applying these. And wow, guys, like that's all I can say. Like I'm impressed by this performance. We're still at like what 2,400 combined. Like I would expect my kind of performance in this vehicle for me, maybe like 15 to 2,000 combined or something like that. At tier 6, so like we're well over that. Lakeville can be tricky. What I like to kind of do, what I like to do now, especially on this side, is I'm very passive. There is a bush you can come to up here. I just feel like it's very aggressive and risky. Though this is a tier 6 game, so I'm thinking I'm actually going to try this. And this could be where our luck ends, but let's see. There's 5916. I'm not spotted. sitting here yet, but the problem is as soon as someone gets right here, you're spotted and you have to run. So, yeah, this is a really aggressive play for the 59-16 to make. Really aggressive, man. And people do this now. Like, now that people know how to play light tanks, everyone runs to this rock. Like, they just sprint over there and they get spotted and they die, like, early on in the game. And I don't understand it. I don't know why people would, you know, risk their game to get to such an aggressive spotting position. Like, I'd rather sit over here or, like, in here. And yeah, we didn't have a lot of good players on this team. There's a lot of orange and red over here. And you know me, I'm not really one that likes to judge by XVM, but usually, like, when you have a lot of, like, you know, orange and red players, you tend to lose the game. You know, it really depends on someone's recent WN8. I wish they had recent WN8 here because that would give me way more good information. Because, for instance, my dad's total WN8 is like 850, 840, whatever, but his recent WN8 is like 2000. He plays, you know, tier 5, tier 6, but still. Like, that is incredible because I've taught him things. He watches Steel now, he watches Skill, and he's learned like so much about the game, and his recent WN8 is like more than 2 times what his actual WN8 is. So I'm comfortable here for right now. I think if the 59-16 moves, we'll be able to light him and stuff like that. No one's pressed here yet. I'm looking and seeing, like, I guess Jackson could come this way, Panzer IV. But when that happens, we're just going to run as fast as we can. There's the 59-16. Take a shot at this leopard, see if I'm lit, and we're going to start moving. I'm not lit. Just going to switch to APCRs for the faster shell velocity, and it still didn't work there. And yeah, I'm not liking this one, guys. I don't think we're going to be able to pull this back, to be honest. I should be in the city at this point trying to assist, but I'm trying to get some crossfire on these guys. But it's just very difficult, you know? But I need to start using my gun or something. There's the Panzer. Yeah. Let's try to get out of here. And yeah, like, we're not even gonna win this. This is what I hate about, like, really bad unbalanced teams. It's like, if you can win one side of the map, then you kind of have a chance, but if you can't win either side of the map, you're in trouble. As long as this is kind of being held, one spot that I'll kind of teach you guys about is this one. I use it sometimes. It might not work this time, but let's see. I think it's right here because of the way that the cliff edge is. Yeah, you come up like this. I still don't have gun depression on these guys, though. It's more for, like, people over here, like the leopard and stuff. But people are pushing from everywhere, so we're kind of SOL in this situation. Yeah, there's just nowhere I can, like, shoot these guys as they press in, really. Yeah, this is just gonna be one of those games, guys. And I was expecting this. Leopards here. Let's come this way. Well, 405 damage, 225 assist out of that. I bet you I could have went to the city or done something different here for sure and gotten more damage and stuff, but I mean, we definitely weren't going to win this game. So it wasn't like what I did lost us the game or anything like that. So, alright, so that's it for this tank, guys. After that game, we're going to move on to the T37. And yeah, this is why I don't feel bad, because if you look at the team, like look at this, I did 502 damage after everything, and I was third by damage, you know, fourth by damage. Like that's, to me, that is absurd. You know, just to have that kind of, you know, performance and be fourth still on the team. We had 3 people do 0 damage, so yeah. But it happens. You know, I'm glad that, you know, wargaming doesn't necessarily balance by skill level, because I feel like, you know, that would complicate things even further when you really think about it, because people have different skill levels in different tanks and such. So alright, so that's it, guys. Let's take a look at the combined. After 4 battles in this vehicle, we did 1,344 damage, 633 assists. It's about 2,000, 2,100 combined, something like that. And yeah, this was a, what's it called, a WTR of about 6,000. I like to be at like 5,500 or above, maybe 5,000 or above, something like that. So I feel like that is pretty good. It looks like we have boosters on. I am going to end this video here, and we're going to do a T37 video. I'm going to see if I can fix the XVM. And that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. I'll catch you for the next one. Bye-bye now.